It's not the dessert time. Omar in Brooklyn. Omar.
Hello?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. A question I wanted to ask pertaining to my work permit. I applied for the second one, but I want to apply for the third one. But I wanted to know if the third one I have to pay like the fee or
no. You do not have to pay a fee.
Okay.
That's it?
Yes, that's it. That's what I wanted to know.
All right. Thanks. Merry Christmas. Don't have to pay the fee.
Okay.
And by the way, this call to me and you don't have to pay that fee either. Totally free. Good luck.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Blessing in Dallas, Texas. Blessing.
Hey, Brad. Thanks for the good work you're doing. I appreciate. Yeah. So I was gonna ask you. I did submit my application 751 in the month of October. How soon do you think I'm gonna get a response from them with my extension?
You filed it. I mean, generally before COVID it was 4-6 weeks, but with COVID you got to figure it 90 days now.
90 days.
Yeah, they're taking a very long time.
Okay.
If you need something to travel or you need something to prove for work, you just get a letter from work, or bring a plane ticket and bring proof that you filed the I-751. You can go down to your local immigration office and get some sort of stamp in your passport.
Yeah, but as a matter of fact, my mother is kind of sick and she's been scheduled for surgery somewhere in Nigeria. But I want to be there when the surgery is going to take place.
Sure.
So.
Yeah. So how did you pay? Did you pay by money order? You pay by check? How'd you pay?
Just check.
Okay. So just make sure the check was cashed. And if the check was cashed, get something from Nigeria that your mom's going for surgery, get a plane ticket, and go down to the local office in Dallas, Texas, and tell them you need to travel for emergency for your mom. You filed the I-751. You didn't get the extension. Put some sort of stamp in my passport for me.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Musa in Philly. Musa, how are you? Musa.
Oh, hello?
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you, boss?
Good. What's going on?
I had a question about my VAWA application. Hello?
I'm listening.
Yeah, I did a VAWA application. I get approved, and I did the interview. I do the adjustment status interview on March 2017.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 months later, they're sending me a revocation notice.
Why?
So we did an appeal.
Why did they want to revoke the?
They said, when I was doing the interview, the lady asking me if I'm still married. So when I got the visa from back home, I said no, I divorced. So she told me why I didn't put the divorce paper in my application. I said I don't know. And she made that one a deal. She said, okay, I was lying to the immigration officer, not telling them I was married back home.
So
I said, no, I divorced.
It sounds like to me
yes.
that they revoked it, saying you were never legally married to the woman who you claimed that was abusing you, because your divorce from home never happened, or you submitted a fraudulent divorce. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like they're saying you were in a bigamous marriage, so you couldn't have been a spouse you couldn't be an abused spouse because you were never legally married to this woman.
No, I did. So So the lady, when I married that one back home to get here. So when I married my wife from my U.S., I divorced that one, but I didn't add the divorce paper.
I'm not fighting with you. I'm just saying what it sounds like what they're saying. So
yes.
You got to prove what you're telling me.
Yeah, no, I did. So they told me to send the divorce paper and all the stuff to prove that I was divorced to my wife back home. I did that.
And?
So when we sent those, so the Philadelphia field officer reviewed. They said, okay, so they didn't change the decision. They're going to forward the appeal to Washington.
All right. So they don't believe you, and now you're appealing.
Okay, yes. So it has been like almost 3 years because we did it.
What I would do is I would refile a new VAWA and prove that you're divorced from this lady, withdraw the appeal. That's what I would do. But make sure those divorce. We got to be ready to make sure those divorce divorce decrees are real.
No, but so now the file, I'm telling you how the file is now. So they transferred to Washington. Okay, so Philadelphia held it almost for one year.
Appeals take 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. And eventually they're going to rubber stamp. There's nothing, unless you were able to prove definitively that this is a valid divorce, you're going to get the same response.
Mm-hmm.
So I can almost guarantee you, based on what you're telling me, you're going to lose the appeal anyway, and you waited for nothing. So my advice is to withdraw the appeal, refile again, but you better be prepared to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that this divorce is valid. They don't believe divorces from Africa. They just don't.
Yeah, but I mean, my lawyer sent a couple letters to them to Washington because Washington said they never got my appeal.
What is your question to me?
My question is,
because I just gave you my full advice, and you're arguing with me. So tell me, what is your question?
My question is, so I sent the letter to the VAWA unit, to Washington, to ask the status of my case. They said it's been reviewed, and I should get a decision in 60 days. So my question is now, when they approve it, what's going to be the outcome? It's going to be the green card, or I have to go through another process?
I don't know where you are. Did you file an adjustment application?
Yeah, I did.
All right, so after they approve, assuming they approve it, which I don't think they will, but let's hope. Assuming they approve it, your I-360 would be approved, which would be your VAWA case. It would get sent back to your local office in Philadelphia, and they would schedule, you'd be in the back of the line to be scheduled for a new interview for adjustment of status. You'll have to do a new medical exam and bring updated documents for whatever documents that need to be updated on your adjustment application. You have to go through new security checks again, because the last time you did a security check was 3 years ago. So basically, you're doing a new adjustment, even though you don't have to file it again.
Okay, so, but you think the decision will come in 60 days?
No, but if they tell you that, then fine. But
they said in 60 days if they don't send it, so to get in touch with them again. That's what they told me in the letter. I received it last Monday.
I gave you my advice on what to do. It doesn't sound like this appeal is going to be won. I don't know what you submitted in your appeal to prove that this was a real divorce. That's the problem.
No, my lawyer, sent everything. He said a divorce, but I didn't know that I have to send that one. So that's why that was the mistake.
All right.
And they said,
see what they say. I hope I'm wrong.
And they said, okay, now send us everything. We send them everything.
I hope I'm wrong. I just gave you my answer to your question.
No. I'm just.
Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. Wait then. Let's hope I'm wrong. You waited all this time.
Yeah, I'm gonna be waiting on 60 days and see if what will be the outcome, and then I get in touch with them because I've been waiting for 3 years now, man.
Okay. All right, call me back in 60 days if you haven't heard.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thanks for watching. For more Bradshaw Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.